also known as Inspector Gadget over here.
Inspector Gadget and Brain. Brain, his dog.
Hot
welcome.
one tonight.
Yeah, it's
round 2 of the playoffs.
Round 2, Edina Hornets on schedule. It's a little bit of a drizzly night.
Hopefully in our favor with cutting down on the passing game for Edina.
Right. Mason West, he's a solid quarterback and a drafted athlete.
Yeah, Chicago Blackhawks.
So this team is definitely no slouch. It's something where we're going to have a lot of work in the cover game, and hopefully we can get some serious pressure on him, because I think that's going to be the only way to keep him in check is pressure. You're only going to be able to cover for 3, 4, or 5 seconds, 5 at the longest. Our defensive line's got to get there.
Yeah, 100%. So real quick, I guess before we jumped into that, I should have prefaced that we're going to do some house cleaning here.
Right.
Because it is a playoff game, again, just like last week, we can't show the game, unfortunately. That'll be over on NSPN, or I believe some people found it on Huddle last week.
Possibly.
But we heard a ton of people found the game somewhere and then synced up our audio.
Right.
If you just want to listen and watch this stream, go for it. You'll get Joel and I's honest reactions to everything that's happening out on the field. And we got the second camera pulled up tonight for the scoreboard so that you guys don't have to guess at what time it is and everything.
Right.
And I don't have to screw the scoreboard up like I normally do.
And, the weather didn't really help us. This was supposed to be kind of like a Mystery Science Theater 2000 bit, where we could stand up, have plenty of space. Clearly, I planned on having plenty of space because my propeller here is not quite making it under the tent. But anyhow, any Hoosiers, we got Brain the dog over here, and he'll kick off a little bit about our podcast if you want to check into that real quick. We also have...
we had a great podcast. We have 12 minutes left until game time, so if you haven't listened to it, switch over and go listen to that podcast, especially the middle bit. We get to talk to Brad, but come on back for game time.
Or you could do that at halftime.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Start to see there's a part, I don't know, I think it's probably about 30.
I think it's closer to like 15, 20.
Yeah, 15, 20 in. You can see where Brad is, and then he kind of goes over the great milestone that we had last week. Howie Johnson, tackles for a loss leader in the state of Minnesota. Now in the record books.
Tackles for loss and sacks in a career.
In a career. So, so that's big. We're home here at Forest Lake. Hopefully the old Ranger Stadium fills in. It is Halloween, so, there is a lot of people taking their kids out trick-or-treating.
There's still cars pulling in out here.
Still pulling them in, but...
not as packed as normal.
Yes, definitely not the normal Ranger faithful here.
Which is kind of, I understand Halloween and everything, but a little bit of a shame because regardless of how this one goes, it is our last game here for the season.
Right.
Because next week, if we beat Edina and move on to round 3, we'll be in Osseo for the neutral site game. And then if we win in Osseo, then we're on to the bank.
Right. One thing that, the Ranger faithful is definitely here, but Edina looking a little sparse over there.
Yeah,
looking a little sparse.
A handful.
They
got about 4 or 5 for the student section.
Even Baker's dozen.
Yeah.
Even Baker's dozen.
So at least we still have the home field advantage factor that way.
Right, and they might trickle in a little bit, but again, it is Halloween to come all the way across the cities, especially in that atrocious traffic to get here.
Well, and then you get thrown the curveball with 97.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yep. Yeah, a little hometown cooking there.
Yeah.
Hey, MnDOT, why don't you, just take all summer for that road just so we can have a little bit better home field advantage for one game in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, sure. The guys in the box were joking all season about how many teams. Because I forget which game. I think it was Prior Lake was a little bit late showing up.
Yep.
And it was the joke of they turned off and got to the roundabout or got to Loves and realized the road was closed, had to find their way through the neighborhoods.
Yikes. So, yeah, that's interesting.
We got some good costumes over here in the student section. I see a lot of pumpkins, some skiers, construction workers. We got the whole band of the Ninja Turtles over here.
You know what? I've seen? You are a trendy guy because I have seen a ton of the onesies.
Yeah.
Ton of the onesies.
I mean, they're comfortable and warm for tonight.
Yeah,
it's going to be 30 by the time the game's over.
Right, it's going to be a little chilly. Hopefully this rain is not
Take us
as
through
persistent.
What all we got here for attachments for old
you see
Inspector
Gadget. You see he's got some mechanical arms usually. And I did have some Go-Go Gadget arms for real, but with the tent I really couldn't use them. I had some of those grabbers, those extended grabbers with some gloves and stuff so they looked like actual hands, but I couldn't bring those out just because of this, unfortunately. But we got my media pass here, and then we got my Rangers, my Go Rangers towel. We got the
other Force Lake towel.
Force Lake towel back there, and then we got the standard Inspector Gadget propeller here, just in case I feel like flying away at some time.
It's very creative. I like how you bought that coat on a whim, and then it ended up being a perfect costume.
I bought this for these cold days, and everybody's
you gotta
like,
have the magnifying glass.
Yeah, we got the magnifying glass out here too. So
100%.
We are trying to solve the case of Force Lake and
getting bounced in the round 2,
and the missing the round 3.
Yeah.
So we are going to try and crack that case tonight. Also, we're going to try and crack the case of the missing video rights because we still don't have we are Inspector Gadget and Brain are on the case.
100%.
Tonight.
We do got another little shout out down there. Caleb Casa is here for his first Ranger game this year.
Oh wow!
So whatever he films, it'll get posted over on for MNHS Football Network. Go give that a like and a subscribe and a follow on whatever social media you have.
Good job. He got cleared for the rights for that. Good job.
Yeah, I think the only disappointing part is I think he could film the entire game tonight and he can only do a 2-minute highlight video. He can use up to 2 minutes of video.
Oh, that's what he can do?
That's the stipulation.
Ooh, that's brutal.
That would be the same for us. So I guess.
Well, when you got us to look at, I really tried to make this Mystery Science Theater 2000 bit really work. I tried really hard. What did we decide? We decided Monday night at about 7 o'clock we were going to do this.
Yeah, we were scrambling a little bit.
We were scrambling, so we got this done in a couple of days, figured it out.
Well, I think it all started with, can we just throw a camera up on the scoreboard so I don't have to continue messing the scoreboard up?
Right, and then, being us, we just how can we do this a little bit better?
And more complicated.
More complicated, yes. This is exactly.
How can we make our setup time double?
This is exactly how we can make our setup time double. And also, put rain in the mix too, so it makes it even harder.
Correct. More gear to carry.
Yes, more stuff to carry. But
speaking of the rain, I think we touched on it a little bit. Going into game stuff, the rain is only going to work in the Rangers' advantage because Mason West has been having a fantastic season throwing the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has gone 140 for 212 attempts, 1,800 yards, and 20 touchdown passes. Now, he's got 8 interceptions, which for high school is pretty normal, but at the same time, it means just about every touchdown he throws, he's also throwing a pick. And we have one of the best corners in 6A as far as interceptions go with Tomakung. He's sitting at 5 right now. So hopefully he can add a couple on. And hopefully that ball stays a little slick, makes the passing game a little tough for these Edina Hornets, and we can just open the running game up.
Well, yeah, let's not glaze over. DJ Westman's also been doing pretty well on the other side. Not quite the interceptions. I think he's got 3 on the season.
DJ seems to. I feel like I'm always mad when he's in pass coverage because I feel like DJ, even more than Tomakung, has the perfect play on the ball, perfect pass coverage, and that's when the flag comes out a little bit. And but it's clean.
It is.
To me, I'm seeing clean defense that he's getting called on, and
Absolutely.
like we've talked about all year, if that's the difference, if 15 yards is going to keep you from having an 80-yard touchdown, I'll take 15 yards all day.
Absolutely. And not only that, but, as the playoffs go through here, we might see a little bit more hand fighting. We might see a little bit of that.
A little swallowing
the whistle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let the boys play a little bit more.
And, also in a playoff game, both of these teams are now getting into the point where, hey, this is getting serious. I don't expect to see a lot of those extracurriculars. It's, if we do, that's going to be a real detriment. We're probably not going to see too many of those, after the whistle little scrums that you kind of see during a regular season a little bit.
100%.
And that's just a thing that, everybody knows. I'm sure that was a huge emphasis this week. A number of things that were probably emphasized. Brad talked about those pre-snap penalties in the Mounds View game that, now when you get down to the playoffs, you just can't do anything. You just can't do anything, other than really focus and try and keep all those penalties to a bare minimum.
Yeah. No, I fully agree with what you're saying there. Edina has entered the playing field. Forest Lake is on their way over from the locker room. If you're just joining us now and missed the beginning portion of the little pregame conversation here, we do have to say again, this is a audio broadcast only. What you're seeing right now is all you're going to get tonight, other than the play call once the game starts.
This is a Joel and Noah react video.
Correct. Yeah.
It's the.
You'll see our pure joy and excitement.
Oh yes.
With everything that happens.
And limited range of movement.
Correct. That as well. But so we have the camera on filming us for our reaction. We got the scoreboard cam up so that. You can tell how much time is left. You can tell by the cheers there, Forest Lake is entering the playing surface. We're in the all maroons tonight with the gold helmets. Edina wearing the crispy all whites.
Ooh.
I kind of like them.
The crispy whites are nice. You know what? That is the one I just saw this weekend in the NFL. The one Green Bay uniform I actually like.
The Swiss cheese?
The Swiss cheese, crispy whites with the Green Bay white helmet. That's
not bad.
That's the only one that I think is okay.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like the Vikings one's nice.
No, I'm saying the only Green Bay.
Oh,
uniform.
Yeah. I'll second you on that. Although the throwbacks this year with the airbrush leather helmets.
Oh no, terrible. Absolutely.
You don't like them?
The helmet, awful.
I like them.
Awful.
I like them.
Awful. Yeah, so anyways, what we're expecting tonight, we're expecting Forest Lake to run the football.
100%.
It's
three guarantees.
We have,
death, taxes, and Forest Lake's going to run the ball.
And then also, I would imagine that this defense is going to be running with their hair on fire, and Howie Johnson is going to be trying to make a huge impact on one side.
And I got to believe we're going to see a lot of deep pressure on the outside to try and keep Mason West contained. Yep. He does scramble, but he scrambles to throw.
Yep. Don't give him that edge. Don't give him that edge in that outside to roll out.
If he's going to step up, let him step into Cullen and Durago.
Yeah, make him step into the center of the pocket rather than the outside of the pocket, definitely.
Correct, yeah. So I think we're going to do our best to contain him. And, I got a good feeling tonight. I got a good feeling. We're going to get over that round 2 hump.
Banker bust, baby.
Banker bust this season. Banker bust. We're going to get the anthem here. I don't know how you're going to stand and take your hat off.
Well, I can take my hat off, but standing is going to be a little bit difficult.
Well, here we go.
Ooh.
Just stay down.
I'll just squat for like. All right.
Round 2, let's get it.
That was a little...
You got to figure out.
I got my squats in.
Well, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to spin that chair around here for the start of the game.
What am I caught on?
The 10. There you go.
All right.
I'm going to try and tape these guys up to the best of my ability so we don't get water in the electronics. Probably a solid play there. All right. Here we go. Oh, the hood's up. We're ready to go.
All right.
Let's throw the choppers
You know
on.
what? The chopper is in the tent. You know what? In about 10 minutes, I have a feeling this chopper is just going to be no longer. You know what? We'll just do this.
You can bend the propeller down.
Yeah. It'll
Aim
be like
it
a
that
fan.
way when Mason's throwing the
It'll
ball.
be like a fan.
Yeah, try and
you know, just
try and blow Mason's passes a little
blow
east
it,
to west.
Go gadget copter.
Alrighty, so to bring you up to speed on the coin toss, Edina won and chose to defer to the second half. So Forest Lake will be receiving in the south end zone going north, and here we go. The opening kickoff is in the air. Tamakung's going to take it. He's going to bounce off his pads, and I don't know who got on it. There's a flag that comes in late. We'll see. It looks like Forest Lake's going to keep the ball.
That would have been
very lucky.
Detrimental.
Not how you want to start round 2. It was Sawyer McCann jumping on it for the Rangers.
Good job to him. That could have been one of those ones where you're talking about momentum and you lose the momentum right out of the gates. That would have been really brutal.
During the return, holding, return team, number 82.
So that's going to back them up 10.
First down.
Luckily, it doesn't put us in 1st and 20.
And my guess there is that holding play was trying to keep the guy off of the scrum.
Probably.
In the pile.
Yeah.
So, like that holding call, I'm not going to hold that. I'm not going to hold that against him at all. That is definitely one that I would not worry about.
1st and 10, Connor with 3 receivers left, one right, handoff, Jerkovic coming right to left. He's going to gain 1 and be taken down there. Bring up 2nd and 10. Ball will be on the 13-yard line.
Second down.
All right.
Ranger offense breaks huddle. Jerkovic to the right of Johnson, 2 receivers to either side. Johnson sends Durago in motion, back in his right number today. He's got a hole through the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to pick up close to 6 on the play, and it's going to be
about a yard
3rd and
short.
1. Yeah.
About a yard short. Great job by the interior offensive line there, opening it up a hole. Durago kind of just went through and plowed into the pile, and then found a way to roll off and get another 3 yards.
3rd down and 1, 3 receivers to the right side. Jerkovic flanks right of Johnson out of the pistol. Johnson takes a snap, keeps himself, runs forward, falls forward for about a gain of 4. 1st down Rangers, and the ball will be spotted at the 25.
And that'll move the chains.
1st down Rangers are moving now. I can see if I can grab that for you.
I
You
feel
got
like an
a
invalid.
posture restraint on you there.
Yeah, oddly enough, that is how I attached the whole thing. I got a posture restraint to attach a board to. So yes, I am. Oh,
Johnson on 1st down, hands off Durago. He bounces off the first tackle.
I think that was Westman.
No, Durago.
Oh, no, it was Durago.
He's going to lose about a yard or 2, caught up in the backfield. 2nd down, 12 to go. Johnson breaks huddle, 2 receivers to his right. Westman in the backfield. Jerkovic flanked out as a receiver now. Jerkovic in motion, handoff. Jerkovic going right side, has a hole, tries to get to the edge. 30, 35, first down, Rangers.
That'll move the chains. All right, that was just a great job by Mac to get to the outside. Just a straight track race to the sideline there. And Jerkovic definitely won that one.
Pickup of 11. Rangers marching here in the first series.
And that's what we're thinking. We're going to get 5 out of pop, and then eventually you break one for 10 yards. That's kind of the Rangers' game plan here.
3 receivers for Johnson, 2 right, 1 left. Durago in motion. Johnson keeps, plunges into the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere.
Keeps on the option. Mac kind of had a lane there. If he would have did that late pitch like he has been doing, I think that really would have worked there.
Well, it looked like he had Durago coming out behind him as well.
Yeah, you had Jerkovic and Durago on that side. If he would have just given the pitch off, that might have been a good 5 or 10.
2nd down and 10, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Jerkovic lined up directly behind Johnson in the pistol. Westman in motion from right to left, takes the snap, option. Pitch to Jerkovic, tries to get to the outside, bounces out, goes out of bounds at the 40, gain of 4. Set up 3rd down and medium.
They're going to give him the 41, so it's going to be
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, and we're getting into the point where, Brad was talking about this, you get into that, if you're really running and things are moving, you might end up taking that shot at 4th down.
Well, and he wasn't shy about saying playoff-wise, he's not afraid to line Jaden out there to try and kick a field goal and get the points that we can. Johnson, hands off, Durago, right side. He's going to be real close to the down marker.
That's going to be the decision right here. You're at 4th and 1 on the 45-yard line. This is in that spot where you kind of have enough. Enough of a cushion that you can do it. I see Howie Johnson in there. He's got the heavy package in.
Yeah.
I would imagine that this ball is going to Durago or Jerkovic, and
heavy offset right.
Durago in the backfield.
Maybe a tush-push situation here for the Rangers. Johnson under center. Takes a snap, and we got 2 men in motion. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It would have been a first down for the Rangers. It was a Johnson sneak right over the top, but the Rangers are going to punt.
Johnson on the keeper that time.
I don't know. They're marking it. I don't know what the flag is. They might be going for a measurement here. It is very close. It looks like it's just on the other side of the 41.
5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Okay, now they will punt. All right.
Yeah. Biscow is hot with his offense on that one because that was an obvious mistake that should not have happened.
Yeah, that's one of those pre-snap penalties that we were talking about. You just can't have that in the playoffs.
And that's a drive taken away there by one of those pre-snap penalties. Jaden on to punt for the Rangers. Edina with 1 man deep. Punt is away. High spiraling punt down to the 25. Ranger coverage unit there. And a good push by the Hornets. Still up and fighting and taken down at about the 36, 37.
That looked like a rugby scrum. Everybody just pushing forward.
Well, it looked like Clayton Davidson maybe was down there. No. Sawyer Bennett was the first man down there. And he got 2 hands on him, just wasn't able to bring him down. And he knew where he was going with the ball once he caught it. And he got a decent return out of it. It was a return of about 12 yards.
Yeah, but he did have about 3 or 4 guys pushing him. This is one thing that, as far as the tush push and everything goes, as far as player safety goes, you should not be able to push your man forward. I am a firm believer that that's how it used to be that way, and that's how it should be.
Edina will start with a handoff on first down going left side. It's going to be a gain of about 1, 2nd and 9, and we're getting our first look at quarterback Mason West for Edina, the drafted Blackhawk this year.
And the Ranger Wrecking Crew with their first impact of the game here, holding them to 1 yard on the first down.
It's going to be another handoff up the middle, spin move, gets out of it, gains 3. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, Howie almost had him for a tackle for a loss, but he was fighting off the guard and the tackle there, trying to fight him off and still be able to grab him. But he did slow him down enough so the linebackers could come in and clean up.
I believe it was Chase Bjorgard on the carry. He's their feature back.
Yep. Very good back. I mean, he's got almost 1,200 yards on the season.
1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. Mason West now throws.
Oh, wow,
to
great job.
He goes out to the flat, no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and Edina will punt.
That was it.
So a good look by the Rangers there on their first series, making Edina go out 3 and out and get the ball back, pending the punt.
So we were talking on the podcast about guys that have stepped up. Sawyer McCann there, number 3, hasn't played a ton in coverage, and it looks like they're taking out one of the backers and putting in an extra corner, and he's playing safety now. So
good snap, punt is away.
Roan
will bring it in at the 20, head the right side, cuts back down to the 30, and that's where the Rangers will set up shop for their second drive.
Yeah, so Sawyer McCann there, not a normal starter a lot of times. I don't think he was. It was him and Laschek that kind of rotated in and out. And so he's come on as of late, making a great play there on the boundaries, which is what we're going to need. Those small, short passes, and also to watch Mason West on that boundary so he doesn't get a lot of room to run.
Hopefully we can pick up where we left off on that last series moving the ball. Johnson shifts his tight ends to the left side. He's got 2 receivers out to that left side, and Jerkovic lined up 5 yards behind him. Handoff goes to Jerkovic. Left side, gets outside 30, 40, and taken down after a gain of 11.
All right, so that right there was one of the first times that you've seen the heavy truck move come from Mac Jerkovic. Most of the time he's in the spin, juke move. That one was just full-on truck. I'm going right through you. And he definitely moved the chains there, and it will be first down for your Forest Lake Rangers.
Johnson breaks huddle, 2 receivers split out wide to the right side. Jerkovic directly behind him in the pistol. Johnson sends Durago left to right. Now pitches to Jerkovic. This one's taken down in the backfield, loss of 4.
That was very dangerous. That defensive end was coming in, knifing in there, and was almost right there to take the pitch himself.
Yeah, so a loss of yardage here on second down. We'll see if B-Scout wants to go to the air for the first time here in this one. We haven't thrown the ball much this year, but when we have, it's been effective. Johnson under center, a receiver left and right. Jerkovic lined up 7 yards behind him in the backfield. Johnson takes the snap, pitches to Jerkovic, cuts back, jumps forward back to the original line of scrimmage.
All right, so
it's going to be third and 10.
Jezierski on the stop for the Hornets.
I mean,
3rd down.
I think what I was talking about on the podcast is the first team to get a big play here is going to have a lot of momentum in this game, and the big plays are going to be the story. It looks like both of the defenses are kind of settling in.
Receiver left and right, Johnson out of the pistol. Jerkovic 5 yards behind him, shifts the 2 tight ends from right to left. Johnson takes the snap, looks to throw, rolls right, throws downfield. He's got Rayfield, first down, gain of 14. Flag comes in late.
Yeah, that was really late. I don't know. I mean, it might have been a face mask. For it to be that late, that's a...
And nowhere near the pass.
Right.
the stop again for the Hornets. An eligible player down.
Oh.
So now the Rangers will back up again. I believe that's 5.
Yeah.
So repeat third down though. 3rd and 15.
So those flags come in late there just because it's not a penalty until they throw the ball, and when the ball is thrown, you can't be more than 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
All right, Rangers with an empty backfield. Jerkovich left, 3 receivers right. Johnson sends Jerkovich in motion, takes the snap, handoff. Jerkovich gets to the right side, spins back, going to gain 3, and it's going to bring up 4th and long.
We're going to have to see the punt team come on again, I would imagine.
Yeah, punt team's coming. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit here.
We haven't really been in the down and distance for the Connor Johnson, Connor Johnson hard count slash punt to come in, pooch punt to come into play. You kind of want to be in that 5 yards range just so you can have a chance at pulling them offsides and getting the first down.
Jaden gets the punt away. High punt comes down, bounces.
Everybody got to get away.
First down for Edina down on the 31.
Comes flying in from the sidelines.
I think that might be a personal foul on the Rangers. There's a little bit of a late shove thrown. Block in the back on the kicking team, okay. Thrown way downfield. I don't quite understand how that one works, but it'll be first down Edina. Ball will be on the 46.
Yeah, block in the back. I mean, usually that's on the receiving team, and that's a little questionable.
West out of the pistol, receiver to either side, handoff again up the middle. Nothing doing.
Derek Loomis just knifed in there and was the first one in there. Great job by Derek Loomis there on the tackle.
I'm gonna throw the laptop in the bag because she's starting to pick up a little bit rain-wise.
Starting to get a little rainy.
I'd rather not get this all wet.
All right, so we got Mason West running back right next to him.
2nd and 8. 2 receivers left side for Mason West. Takes a snap, throws, has a receiver across the first down marker into Ranger territory, across the 40 and down at the 39.
That was Roni and Tamakung on the tackle. That was just a good route. He had the inside lane on Roni, and tough to get around him.
West with 2 receivers to his right side and a running back right behind him. Turn around, hand it right off to Bjorgard. Good run by Bjorgard, 8 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, their offensive line made a great hole on that side. It looked like they doubled down on the end, and then the wide receiver came in and took up one of the linebackers.
Ranger faithful making some noise. 2nd and 2. Quarter winding down. West drops to throw. Sprints out right. Goes out of bounds. Just at about the 30.
First down. It's going to be maybe a gain of 1.
Mark him a couple of yards short.
No gain.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, yeah. So 3rd and 2 now.
All right, and you know, with the rain, the kicking game is going to be a little weird. Right now, the wind is from the north and
west
in the direction.
Hands off going
No
right,
gain.
nothing doing. The Rangers pile in. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Bjorgard on the carry.
And I think that may be the end
Stop for your Rangers.
Yep.
Fourth down.
of the first quarter, unless they try and get this play off. They got 7 seconds. West goes hard count.
Nah, they were
All
just trying to draw them off sides. Good job, Ranger D, not holding. Like that is the solid play there. You know, I don't know if you've ever watched O-line committee, but the O-line committee they have a play called the Dum Dum play, where they just call Dum Dum, and you have no place to go. You're just sitting there waiting, and people still jump. And you know, on the offensive line, you're like, "Where were you going? You didn't have anywhere to go." So you know, it's one of those funny things when you hear even in the NFL, you have those plays like, "Hey, we're just trying to draw them off sides. Do not move." And then somehow, you know, with the cadence, the offensive line can get caught up in the cadence, or you know, just, hey, this guy just moved right in front of me, and now I gotta adjust a little bit.
I think I'm going to try and move this down to the table so that it's not out in the elements. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe clamp it right here.
That's my plan. Oh, we're going to lose a camera for a second.
And then turn this way, maybe.
There we go.
And we're back up.
4th and 2 for the Rangers. Mason West out of the shotgun, 1 running back. Two receivers to his right, 1 to his left. West takes the snap, reverse, nobody there for the Rangers, and we got a ton of green in front of Edina. Taken down by Tomakung at the 15.
Wow.
So a play of about 15 yards for the Hornets.
Great play call by the Hornets there. You know what? I'm going to say we might want to take that light down.
Just due to the elements?
Just due to the elements.
Yeah,
because we'll just do the silhouette. You'll see a little bit of the silhouette, I think.
Yeah, we'll give it to the end of the drive here. 1st and 10, Edina, 3 receivers to the right side. West drops to pass. Howie Johnson coming after him. He gets outside, throws back acrost the middle. Has a receiver down to the 5-yard line.
That was a great pass on the run, kind of across his body. That's just straight athleticism there by Mason West.
Bjorgard was the receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 to go. West with 2 running backs now, and a receiver left, a receiver right. Takes the snap, handoff Bjorgard up the middle. He waited for contact and was taken down at the line of scrimmage. I think he got the 1st down, but nothing more.
Bjorgard on the carry. Andrew Johnson, Howie Johnson on the stop for your Rangers.
Yeah, it should be 1st and 5. 1st down and goal at the 5.
That is what it is. Rangers trying to make a goal line stand here. Field gets a little bit condensed now, so that they're going to have to try and rely on that.
Rangers defense has had some solid goal line stands this season.
West drops to pass, looks left, has a receiver open, down to the goal line, diving, touchdown, Edina.
All right, so that's going to be 6-0 for, I got it.
You got it? Are you sure?
I believe so.
You want to take your headphones off?
Yeah.
Sorry for the mic poppage there. We'll get the extra point here.
39, Frank Vellner to hold. 6, Will Gremmels to attempt the extra point.
Gremmels on for the extra point for Edina. Snap, hold, kick up. Good. So Edina will go up 7-0.
7-0 Hornets.
Are you going to throw that in the case? All right, so the Rangers with work to do. The last time that they were down in a football game was Mounds View. And we are hoping that that does not become the storyline of this one. Rangers all set to return. Savageau now in for Tamakung after the muffed opening return.
Rebels kick for the Hornets. 6 Brooks Roney. 13 Micah Savageau. Deep for your
The kick is away. Returnable by Roney. Right side. Had a block for a second. Quickly evaporated and was taken down fairly quickly.
Rangers will start the first attempt from their own.
Got an absolute ton of gear. Ranger offense takes over on the 19, 1st and 10. Rangers in tight, heavy package in. Durago in the backfield. Johnson under center. Nobody split out wide, everybody on the line. Johnson sends Richley in motion, takes a snap, handoff Durago. He's going to lean on his line, gain 4. It'll be 2nd down, 6 to go, 7 to go.
Hoy, Norman on the stop for the Hornets. 2nd down.
Johnson brings the offense out, same formation. This handoff goes to Jerkovic out right side. He's going to gain 4, 1st down, or not 1st down, 2 yards short of the 1st down.
3rd down.
3 yards short of the 1st down. Bring up 3rd and short. We'll see what B-Scout decides to do. He's leaving everybody in the same formation that they had. The heavy. No receivers. Durago the only back. Takes a snap, handoff Durago. Outside, taken down short of the original, or short of the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 1 on the play. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. And the Rangers will punt.
White is deep for the Hornets. Onalonga to kick for your Rangers.
Onalonga on the punt. Good snap. Ooh, deep punt here. Edina trying to return it. Doesn't really get far. I was confused. The returner kind of threw a hand up.
Yeah,
almost like the
I thought that
gopher
was,
return
yeah.
from a handful of years ago.
27 Anders Peterson.
I thought that was going to be a fair catch.
For your Rangers.
1st down for Edina.
All right, so
1st and 10.
sorry everybody, I am back. We were doing a little housekeeping to keep some of the equipment out of the rain, which has picked up a little bit, and get the power adapter so we don't get electrocuted. Safety 3rd.
West, quick throw
Way
out
high.
right side, nowhere close and out of bounds.
That one looked like he lost the handle on it as he was going.
Ball's incomplete.
Bit of a wet ball potentially.
Right. And just so you know, we got a ton of cords at our feet that we got to tie up at halftime.
All right. Yeah, we got a bunch of cleanup to do at halftime. 2nd down and 10. West with 2 receivers to his right side. Bjorgard to his left. He works out of the shotgun. West takes the snap. And we get a timeout, Edina. So, need a big 3 and out here.
Yeah, we do need
back in some favorable field position.
Yep.
What the Rangers need right now is one of those momentum kicks.
Yeah, we need a fumble, a big sack. A big sack here would do wonders for the momentum. You know, maybe keep them 2nd and 2. You know, second down. Maybe hold them to 2 yards, and then come up with a big sack on 3rd down.
All right. Edina comes out, same formation, except Bjorgard is now to the right side of West in the shotgun. Rangers showing blitz. West takes the snap, hands off to Bjorgard, nothing doing. No gain on the play, maybe even a loss.
So that was a weird situation. It was 2nd and 10, kind of one of those passing downs, and Forest Lake only came out with one safety, and they put in an extra backer. They did the substitutions late, so it is something that the play came off. The play came off late. They got into their formation late, and the Rangers just ran on late.
3rd and 10, West drops the pass. Pressure coming. Rolls out, Howie gives chase. He's looking for a receiver downfield, fires incomplete. 4th down and 10 coming for Edina, and I gotta believe they're gonna punt.
Guess who that first man was? Sawyer McCann.
What a game.
Coming in.
What a game he's having.
You know, Sawyer, we have not had a Next Man Up award for quite some time. Here, and, you know, it's
now's the time to start bringing all these players out of the woodwork that nobody knows about.
Right. I mean, that's 2 great plays he's made on defense. And, you know, one on the boundary there to break up a pass. And then that one to give the huge pressure on Mason West that flushed him towards Howie.
You get a reset to the play clock here, 25 seconds. 4th down and 10, Edina to punt, Roney deep to return for the Rangers.
Ooh, almost blocked.
Short punt, angles out of bounds at the 35.
That might have got a little piece of somebody, because that definitely veered off towards the right quite a bit.
I think I didn't see anybody running to the sideline with a hand up like they blocked.
No, I think it might have grazed. I think it might have grazed the blocker.
Or it could have just been the sheer amount of pressure.
Yeah, it could have been just a
facing.
sheer shank.
It was 5 or 6 guys that were right there to almost take the punt off his foot.
So, funny thing, when you have a posture corrector with a board tied to it, it does not help the posture.
1st and 10 Rangers, a receiver left, a receiver right. And a back lined up behind Johnson. Handoff, Jerkovic, left side, gains 3. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. We'll see what the Rangers choose to do here. We had a series. The first series looked like it was going well. Second series came out, ran a lot of the quick speed option plays. It didn't go well. Third series, we ran almost a goal line offense, and we had to punt. And now I think we're kind of back to the way that we've played all season long. Johnson, quick pitch on the option, right side. Jerkovic has to backtrack, now gets out just about to the 40, shoved out of bounds, back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe gains 1.
Yeah, Edina's definitely been working on their boundary game. They are not letting us have it. I think we might have to go with Durago up the middle a little bit more, and rely on our offensive line. Just to, they've shown that they have the ability to move just about anybody, and
The boundary has worked on quick pitches. It's the long, drawn-out options that have not seemed to work. Rangers with a receiver left, a receiver right. Jerkovic lined up directly behind Johnson. Johnson looks to pass. Quick throw. Has Rayfield first down.
That'll move the chains. Rayfield with a great catch there. Clutch throw by Connor Johnson. He needed 5. He got 7.
Good reception there. He was tackled immediately, so a good job of Rayfield to hold on to the ball.
That takes it out to the Ranger.
First down, 10 yards to go.
And that's another Ranger.
Johnson, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Jerkovic in motion. Johnson keeps himself up the middle, has a hole. It's going to be an 8-yard, 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Great job by Johnson there. It would have been really good if he could have just read Logan Speckle a little bit. When a ball carrier is doing that, you got to kind of see which cheek is closer to you, and you go on the other side of that one, because that's the direction he's turned. And if he could have gone on the other side of Speckle, he might have been off to the races.
Rangers empty package, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Johnson out of the pistol, sends Jerkovic in motion left to right, drops to pass, throws down the middle.
Deep.
He's got a receiver, DJ Westman at the 5. Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Rangers!
Woo! We'll get the siren, get the red light going. Touchdown!
43-yard touchdown strike from Johnson to Westman.
All right, and that's the big plays that we were talking about. Now Forest Lake's got to stack them. They answered on offense, and now it's time for the defense to get rolling. They just made a huge play on offense, and all season it's been the defense feeds, and then the offense comes in, feeds off the defense. Now it's time to see if the defense can get pumped up and really make some big plays.
Jaden, snap, hold, kick, up, good as ever.
And, it's great to see Jaden in there and kicking him super deep from that direction. That will be the direction in the 4th quarter if we do need a deep one. And Brad decides to go for a super long field goal. That is the direction of the wind.
So some conversation happening here between Durago and the head ref. I believe Durago thought that we should have been awarded a penalty for roughing the kicker. The referee was not giving it to him, and I think he wanted an explanation on it.
And, that's just, Durago is a captain. And one of the Brad talked about it in the interview. He's one of those guys that you can put anywhere on the field. He knows what everybody has to do, and definitely good for him to get an explanation and trying to protect his kicker.
I think from what I could see there, he was telling B-Scow that the reason they didn't give it to him is they thought that Jaden left his leg up there a little bit longer.
Doesn't matter. If your leg is in the motion of kicking, you get however long you get. If you hit that kicking leg, if you can stand there and do a ballet dance for 5 seconds, it doesn't matter how long it is.
Jaden kicks off and sends it out of the back of the end zone. So Edina will have to start at the 20 and drive the length of the field.
So, all right, this is a good shot at stacking up field position, and this is another one of those where Jaden being a super deep kicker really comes into play. Brad pretty much figures after every score that they're going to be on the 20 or just over the 20 if they do get to return it, but rarely has anybody had a return on Onawanga.
Mason West, quick throw over the middle, has a slant route, big hit taken.
That's Lazchek there.
Yeah.
Great job by Lazchek.
It's going to be a first down for the Hornets. 5:30 left in half. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line. First down, Edina.
It's just a quick under slant, really hard to cover. West with 2 receivers, hands off, Bjorgard. Howie Johnson there on the tackle, gain of 3.
Bjorgard on the carry that time.
Yeah, Durago and Sawyer McCon there early, and then a host of other Rangers in on that tackle. Something that we'd like to. They hit him early and they didn't really bring him down, but Bjorgard's a good back. I mean, he's a good size back and definitely a solid rusher at 1,200 yards on the season.
2nd down, 6 to go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. West out of the shotgun, Bjorgard to his right. It's a handoff, Bjorgard up the middle. And they pull him forward for another gain of 3. 4 yards.
Like Nate Schleif, or no, Howie Johnson and
Howie Johnson on the stop for your Rangers.
looked like A.J. Wiley was in there too.
Short yardage now, 3rd and 3. Rangers need a big stop. If I'm Edina, this is one of those times they take a deep shot. They're going to expect you to run it, keep it short. A deep shot here would be
Hey,
killer.
just a note, has Nate Schleif been in the game?
I have not seen Schleif
Might
since
be an
this one
injury.
started. Yeah, well, he had that ankle last week.
Yeah.
We do have a Ranger down on the sideline standing on crutches, but he's got a jacket on, so I can't see if he's wearing a jersey underneath and what the name would be, but I'm guessing that that's our guy. So the Rangers are without Schleif tonight.
Yeah, so A.J. Wiley
Scared me.
A.J. Wiley is the guy that's on the other side. A.J. Wiley's kind of been that center defensive lineman, and they kicked him out to the outside. Andrew Johnson and A.J. Wiley are they're kind of switching around. So right now, all 3 guys can switch around, which is kind of an advantage depending on the play.
Edina hands off.
Wow.
Nothing doing. Big loss on the play.
Durago knifed in there and blew that whole play up. He did not get the tackle. Once again, did not get the tackle, but that was the reason why that play just blew up. Durago came in, knifed him, made him change direction, and basically he changed direction right into A.J. Wiley and Howie Johnson.
They give him a yard loss. I think it should have been a few more than that, but Edina will be on the punt. Roney deep to return. Good snap, punt away. Another high shanked punt out of bounds.
They're going to get that ball at the 44.
Net yard punt of about 18.
Keep walking forward. It's going to be at least the 44.
Oh, they're marking it at the 44, yeah.
All right. It looked like he was going to slow down a little closer to the 40 there, and I was like,
keep on walking.
Keep on walking.
So the Rangers got 3 minutes left in the half.
Oh, man, it's time to go to work.
And now Edina has a player drop down.
This song is my work alarm.
It's a crazy song to wake up with.
Hey, it gets you get riled up right away in the morning.
I can imagine.
All right, so
player gets up and walks off the field under his own power.
So right now is when the offensive line can really impose their will. We got a huge stop. From the Ranger wrecking crew after that big play. Now let's see if they can answer on a long drive.
Johnson with Savageau out wide to his right. Handoff Jerkovic coming right side. Westman gets a good block. Jerkovic down the sideline, forced out of bounds after a gain of 12 and a first down for the Rangers.
That'll move the chains.
Absolutely. They're going to give him a gain of 13 on the play.
Yeah.
And he gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
You know, that was exactly what you're talking about. That quick developing toss, and then you just have blockers out there ready. in that pitch, everybody's kind of waiting to block because they don't want to hit somebody and take themselves out of the play right away.
Handoff to Durago, right side, has a hole. Going to plunge through it. Gain of 4.
Durago on the carry for your Rangers.
Gain of 3. Excuse me.
50 Wilk Randberg. Stop that time for the Hornets.
And we got a player down for the Hornets. Durago comes up with a little bit of a limp, but looks like the Edina player got a little bit more the brunt of that hit.
And then that play right there is just the standard Durago, get hit right up the middle, but still put your head down and get an extra 2 yards. He might have maybe 1 or 2 tackles for a loss the entire season. And that tackle for a loss, those tackles for a loss that he had, where he got hit 3 yards deep and still managed to fall forward an extra 2. So, people kind of take those yards after contact a little bit for granted, and that's not counted in high school football, but Durago definitely has to have some of the most yards after contact on this team, and probably in 6A.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that one. 2nd down, 7 to go, 2 minutes, 37 seconds to play in the half. Johnson with a receiver left and right. Jurkovic lined up on his right hip, out of the pistol. Westman in motion from left to right, handoff back to Savageau. And now we got a hook and ladder, deep throw downfield. He overthrows Rayfield. He had Rayfield.
I think if he could have thrown that to the outside a little bit more, that's a ball that you really can't tell which side your corner is going to be on. But if he could have thrown to the outside, that would have been a surefire touchdown, just because Rayfield's on that outside and he's definitely got some height on that corner. But it was a great time for a shot. You're at 2nd and 7. Now you're at 3rd and 7. Plus you're in 4-down territory, possibly in field goal range. So it leaves all the options wide open.
Johnson sends Westman in motion from right to left, keeps himself left side, has a hole, lunges towards the 1st down. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short.
He's going to be about 2 yards shy.
4th down. Heavy's coming on.
4th and 2.
Timeout taken by Edina.
And that's a situation where you're not sure what the Rangers are going to do. They don't run that heavy package on 4th and longer than 1 yard very often. They run it down in the goal line quite a bit, but that's a situation where, hey, who are you going to cover out of that heavy package? Because you're going to have Howie Johnson, that's probably going to report as eligible, as an eligible tight end there. I didn't see who the other person was. Nate Schleif is usually the guy that comes in.
I believe it's Richley.
Heavy package.
No, Anders Peterson, excuse me.
Okay.
Anders Peterson has been getting some reps tonight.
And the other guy that Sam, number 82, Sam Lutz, played really well last week. He's a tight end / running back, and he's kind of that plow and road grader type of build that he can run the ball and also block very well.
4th and 2, Heavy stay on the sideline, a receiver either side, Jurkovic to the left. Durago in motion. Johnson goes hard count.
7 seconds on the play clock. And they
Johnson
snap
keeps
it.
himself,
Johnson
has the first down.
First down. And that's a great job of coaching there by Brad. He has run the hard count and then run the clock down and called a timeout. And that's a spot where they were like, oh, they're not going to run a play, and then you end up snapping it with like 3 seconds left to go on the time clock. So great job of coaching and great job of execution by Connor Johnson there. because right now the defensive line is in their stance for a really long time and been on the ready to go for a while. That's a tough thing to get out of the blocks in.
1st and 10, Rangers with one receiver to the right side. Johnson looks to throw, pressure, runs up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and lunges forward, gains a yard. Minute 16 left.
So good job by Connor Johnson to step up into the pocket, and they will have to kind of hurry up. Forest Lake has 2 timeouts left. You may want to think about using one of them soon.
Rangers 3 receivers to the right side. Jurkovic lined up directly behind Johnson out of the pistol. Takes the snap, pitches to Jurkovic, tries to get to the right side, has a hole across the 20 and goes down.
Call timeout.
Timeout taken.
First down with 43-7 to go.
Rangers into the red zone.
Rain continuing to come down.
No, they didn't take a timeout. Clock still running, 36
left.
It
was timeout for the first down, yeah.
Yes. Johnson, 2 receivers to his left side, takes the snap, keeps himself, has a hole, runs forward, taken down. Now we call a timeout.
Johnson on the keeper. Gilder on the stop for the Hornets.
Rangers trying to put some points on the board. Luckily, kicking with the rain isn't a factor, but luckily there's really no wind to play in that game. So as long as you can get a clean snap, clean hold, that ball shouldn't stray much.
We did have wind earlier. It has died down with the rain, which is a good thing. Wind and rain really sucks.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we might get some rain from, we might get a little bit of wind from the Go-Go Gadget Copter here in the opportune time. Just blow her the right direction.
2nd and 7, ball on the 17. They're going to put 25 back up on the clock.
Are we going to go and at halftime take a little costume walk, show off the costume to the crowd?
Might have to, yeah. 25 seconds left in half. Rangers trying to put some points on the board here.
I'm really disappointed that we didn't get to do the Mystery Science Theater 2000 bit.
Heavy package in. Johnson, play action, throws, end zone, Rayfield, caught, foot down, waiting for the signal.
Touchdown Rangers! Woo!
Jacob Rayfield with a 14-yard touchdown reception. Johnson with a strike.
All right. Go Gadget Arms, wave that touchdown towel.
18 seconds left on the clock. Jaden on to attempt the extra point.
You know, and I thought Johnson might have held on to the ball just a little bit too long because Rayfield was
at the end of his route. He had to get his feet down. Jaden, kick is up.
Partially blocked, it looked like.
I think it got through. Yeah.
And it looks like they hit Jaden again on the foot. He's coming up a little ginger.
The referee may have given Edina a warning on that one.
How do you get a warning after the second one?
Yeah, I don't know.
You were already told to look for it. Comes up. I don't know.
So all we need is Jaden to kick this one out of the back of the end zone, and Edina would have 18 seconds to try and go 80 yards to tie the game before half.
All right, let's see if Jaden came up a little ginger on that one. Let's see how he is in his steps here. Make sure that.
Schrader, Rasmussen deep for the Hornets.
Who is that? Number 30.
That's your boy from last week.
Josiah Whitehill coming in with the energy in the slide step on Halloween here. I like it.
Jaden, line drive kick. Taken at the 1 by Edina. They'll return it. across the 20, runs right into Lutz. Lutz slows him down, taken down at the 22.
That was, you know what, that was a great job for Lutz even to get a hand on him, because he was running down, and in the block he got turned sideways and had to basically turn and grab him with one arm, which is really tough to do as you're going a different direction. So it was a good job just to get a hand on him.
I would be back in the secondary up here.
Right,
expecting
nothing
a deep ball.
behind.
Well,
nothing behind.
They come out looking like they're going to take a knee and go into half. That's what they do. So Rangers going into halftime with the lead, currently 14-7.
So big plays are the key to this game. Rayfield, like you were saying, that was the end of his route, and definitely a sure-handed guy, but he knew he was going to get a touchdown, so he had to catch it. He wasn't going to get stopped on the 1 yard line there, so that is one of the reasons why he had to catch it, because he was not on the 1 yard line. Rayfield has been stopped and just
too many times.
Got unlucky twice, 2 or 3 times. It might be 3 times, because I think he got one last week, or was it last week? Oh no, that was incomplete.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we're gonna do a little housekeeping here, get our cord management, and I'm gonna take a little stroll and take a little stroll downstairs. It's gonna take me a while to get down there with the costume on. So
by the time you get down and back up, halftime's gonna be over.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, we'll step away and take a little break.
Great job, Rangers, up 14-7.
I gotta get in here. All right, we're back. Let me turn those levels down just a hair. There we go. We are back. Update here from the stadium. It is colder and it is raining heavier.
It is definitely raining heavier. I'm going to try and slide this up a little bit. All right.
Whew. Maybe I go double hood here for the second half.
Double hoodie? Did you go with your hand warmers?
I got the gloves. We're good.
I don't know. I didn't crack one open. I was thinking about it. But here we go. Jaden kicks off, and that's going to be
a touchback.
Touchback. About 5 yards short of a 5 yards short of a
extra
field goal.
A field goal.
Oh man. You know, these games in the elements, it's a little different.
Everything is wet.
Everything is wet.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. The propeller is all over the place.
Propeller is all over the place.
All right, Edina starts from their 20.
This is why we can't have nice things, everybody.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Quick pass out to the sideline, brought in. Slips 1 tackle. He's going to gain 6, 7.
It's going to be second and 3. You want to grab that stuff that fell right on it.
This?
Yeah, that and the power cord, and shove it under the table there.
Ugh. All right. West to throw, runs right, high pass to the sideline. He drug a toe, first down, gain of 4.
It's a solid catch there. Solid catch by the wide receiver. In the rain, that's not an easy one to pull down over your head.
No, it is not.
That completion takes it out too. The Hornets.
Rain, I think, going to be a factor here in the second half. We weren't supposed to get rain till like 9 o'clock tonight. 3 receivers to the left. West takes the snap, rolls right to throw. Now goes down the sideline, out of bounds, picks up 5.
Hey, you know what? We're done.
Deggerstrom forces him out of bounds for your
With what? With the costume? Oh, we're setting that in here. All right, good call. Run left side. Gonna gain 2.
Your guard on the keeper that time. Howie Johnson on the stop for your Rangers.
I do not, I don't wish to have playoff football all season long as far as weather goes. All right, let's try and get this drive going here. 3rd and 1. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Edina trying to make a play call here. A running back to his left. West takes the snap, looks to pass, throws, incomplete. Fantastic defense by Roney. And it's 4th and 1. Edina runs the punt team on. And we'll see if that's what they decide to do.
Yeah, this is in that spot where you really don't want to give the Forest Lake Rangers that field position. You know what? I feel a lot better that we're not going to electrocute ourselves having that under the tent.
Yeah.
Safety 3rd, remember. That's only 110. It won't hurt.
West to punt, gets it away. It's going to drop at the 20. Roney runs up on it, takes it left side out of bounds at about the 25.
You know, that's a good play there. Just take a solid 7-8 yards just to get you a little bit better field position. You know, you're not gonna turn anything amazing out of that.
No.
But you can take a quick 7.
Oh. Might be jacket time for me as long as it's not soaking wet.
Oh, but I thought you were sweating in your...
I was, but it has gotten chilly.
All right, if you're listening at home, there was a game. You have to take a drink of your favorite beverage every time we complain about the cold.
Djokovic on the carry.
When we're up here.
Jerzewski stop for the Hornets.
She's a little tight with all the layers that I got going here.
She's a little tight. Yeah, my hunchback is a little bit tight too. Because when I do this, it's a little tight. I should have made the board a little bit smaller. Who knew?
2nd and 10 for the Rangers. There's a run out to the left side on the last down. 3 receivers to the right side. Running back directly behind Johnson. Johnson, quick option, pitch to Jerkovic. He had a good lane going there, but because of the late pitch, he had to cut back, and it just never developed the way it needed to.
Well, I think it was kind of weird for him because normally he tries to take that outside lane. He didn't see that Westman had basically was taking the defender out of the play by letting him go a little bit further. And so Mac was keeping an eye on the ball when he caught it and took a couple of steps back, and that was kind of right into the area where Westman and that defender were. If he kind of would have just stayed on his same line, he might have had a better shot at breaking through there.
3rd down, 9 to go. Johnson, quick pitch to Jerkovic. Left side, has a hold on the sideline.
Block out there by Westman. Wow!
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
DJ Westman, have yourself a block. That was solid.
Gain of 15. And a 1st down for the Rangers on 3rd down.
You know, and that's the outside boundary blocks that, you know, we talked to Brad about, and, you know, he was saying that everybody's got to keep their arms in and be very conscious, and Westman did a great job keeping his arms in and just having enough contact so Matt can get by him.
1st and 10, Johnson with 3 receivers to his right side, Jerkovic behind him. Handoff, Jerkovic going right side, cuts back, has a nice hole. Straight ahead running.
That'll be good for about 7. Going to be 2nd and 3.
And we have a player for Edina down on the field. Looks like it might be a cramp.
So now we're into the game. You know, there are a few more Edina fans. Not quite the student section that we would have.
Correct. A good amount did trickle in for them.
You know, I would have thought that the student section might have traveled a little bit further.
Yeah, they got a little section down there. 2nd down, 3 to go. I think it's closer to 2.
It is not quite the swarm of Hornets I would have imagined for a playoff game, which may come down into the 4th quarter. You know, the noise and everything definitely does become a factor.
I formation for the Rangers. Johnson under center, 2 receivers to his left. Handoff, Durago up the middle, 1st down and a few more.
Fights, he gets contacted right at the line of scrimmage and fights for another 4.
Gain of 5. 1st down, Rangers.
Into Edina territory, and that's another Ranger.
I tell you what, this rain has not dampened the spirits of this Forest Lake Ranger faithful here.
3 receivers to the left for Johnson. Jerkovic lined up directly behind him. Johnson takes the snap, handoff, Jerkovic right side. He's got some blocks, gets to the sideline, down the sideline, cuts back, cross the 25, breaking tackles, inside the 5, touchdown Rangers!
The deuce is loose! Woo! Alex Neese. All right, did you see that pull block by Alex Neese?
Absolutely phenomenal.
Right there, Alex Neese, that thing. He came around the corner, sealed that edge, had two guys blocked. Jerkovich came out around the edge. He had nothing but corners and safeties left, and he basically told that safety, "Get off me!"
You want to talk about yards after contact?
Yes.
Jerkovich had about 30 after contact on that one.
I am losing stuff here.
Jaden to attempt the extra point. Let's get that leg back down so you don't keep getting hit. Kick up. Good. 21-0 Rangers. Or 21-7 Rangers, excuse me. So Ranger O has the momentum.
All right.
Time for a defensive stop and some more points.
Play by the offense. Here's where the defense needs to come up, step up, and stop them. Get a big play. And here's where Jaden kicks it.
Through the back of the end zone.
You know what? I'm predicting field goal here. He came close last time.
You think he's going to give her that?
I think he's going to give her the full boot.
All right. I'd love to see it. Give her the beans.
Give her the beans. There's Whitehill again, pumping everybody up. Love the energy of that guy.
Iowangu approaches the ball, puts it in the air. High, deep kick. It's going to land mid-end zone.
All right, it's raining. I'll factor that in. Also, if my audio is louder or quieter, I have a bit of apparatuses hanging around my face, and sometimes my mic moves. So I apologize for that. But a Halloween game. This is fun.
This is fun.
Fun on a Friday night.
Packing up isn't going to be so fun, but it's fun right now. West turns around, hands off to Bjorgard, and Durago stonewalls him in the backfield.
That's going to be a tackle for a loss of about 4.
And here's where the Ranger physicality takes over. We talked to B-Scout earlier this week, and that was the big thing that he just talked about, bringing the physicality. Every team coming to play the Rangers needs to know that it's going to be a grinder.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Some teams get a little hesitant in the cold. Rangers seem to be laying the boom.
And the Rangers do know a guy named Mo really well.
Momentum. West hands off Bjorgard again. This time gets loose, breaking tackles. Good run.
Bjorgard.
10 yards on the carry.
Bjorgard got hit there about 2 yards in, and he would not go down.
Third down and short upcoming. We'll see what they decide to do.
3rd and about 3.
They've passed a few times in this situation tonight.
So with Nate Schleif out, Andrew Johnson and A.J. Wiley have kind of been switching back and forth. Andrew Johnson's kind of a bigger guy. A.J. Wiley's just a shorter, stockier guy. And they've been switching from that defensive tackle position.
Handoff, Bjorgard. Runs back towards the line of scrimmage. He's going to get the first down. Gain of about 3.
That's a really tough situation. If Edina starts to really lean on the run, when you switch those guys around, you don't know what you're going to get, and you don't know what you're running into when the coach calls the play there.
Yeah, 1st and 10 now for Edina. West drops to throw. Rolls right.
There's a little bit of a hold on Johnson.
Throw downfield, and a great catch by the Edina receiver over the head of Roney. So that's going to be about a 20-yard gain for Edina. And now they come out throwing punches.
And, you know, we alluded to this in the in the pregame, also in the podcast, that Edina has some athletes, and Mason West for sure is a solid quarterback, and he is a competitor.
West drops the throw again, scrambles out to the left side. Durago gives chase. Down the sideline goes Mason West to the 30. And that's where he'll be marked out of bounds. First down and 10 for Edina. So they're leaning on West a little bit more. Offense seems to be coming alive for Edina here in the second.
Yeah, and Durago had a tough line, and that's just a spot where it's really hard to hold the edge when you have a guy as athletic as Mason West.
3 receivers for Edina. Counter back to Bjorgard. Bjorgard's going to be swamped by the Rangers defense after a gain of 3.
Is that Alex Neese coming in on defense?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. They're rotating a ton tonight. We have not been calling the usual names here on defense so much, but they've been making their presence known up front. West with 2 receivers to his right, 1 left, running back in the backfield. He drops straight back to throw. Now rolls to the right side. Howie gives chase, throws away. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Could you imagine if they counted pressures?
Yeah. Howie would be
like.
I mean, he's in the backfield every single play.
I mean, the amount of pressures that he gets is just absolutely insane. And I did not see a double number, because sometimes you get double numbers late in the season. That is Alex Neese out there. The offensive lineman playing both ways.
West, tunnel screen. Rangers see it coming. Tomakung lights him up.
That's going to be 4th and 2 now?
It's a gain of 4. So a play that could have gone big yardage-wise doesn't go as long as it should have necessarily. 4th down, they're going for it. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, and a running back in the backfield. West sees something he likes, points it out to his offensive line. They go hard count. Rangers stand still. Durago walks up. West looks to pass, rolls out, has the first down the sideline, inside the 10, 5, forced out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. They're going to mark him back at the 6. So it'll be 1st and goal for Edina at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and
good coverage.
That's just a spot where you're hoping that linebacker doesn't drop so deep when he makes the pressure, because then Mason West can step up and take that running lane, and there's nobody all the way over. That all the routes were designed to clear that sideline out.
West, 2 receivers left, 1 right, takes the snap, keeps it, throws. Tip. Great pass coverage, and they throw the flag.
That was a tip ball.
Westman with fantastic coverage swats the ball down.
There's an official running over. I think he's calling it a tip ball.
No, they're going to call pass interference. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. Ball will be marked at the 3. I liked the coverage there by Westman. Field condenses. West will be under center I formation with 1 receiver to his left side.
Edina taking all the time in the world to call this play here.
West under center, takes a snap, handoff to the fullback, and he does not get in. They're going to mark him at the 1.
Yard short.
A host of Rangers on the tackle.
Yeah, it's tough to tell in that scrum who got a tackle or not. Dave's calling it Andrew Johnson on the stop.
West, same formation, I formation with a receiver left. Pitch. Oh, Stonewalled, doesn't go anywhere. Rangers force a huge third down. They tried to pitch it to Bjorgard going left, and the Rangers met him in the backfield, backed him up a yard. 3rd and goal upcoming.
Now they're saying no gain.
Big 3rd down for the Rangers. They got 2 downs to survive. West out of the shotgun. Receiver to his right, 2 receivers out to the right side. Takes the snap, hands off. Bjorgard running to the sideline, and he's in. Touchdown. Westman was there to try and make the open field tackle, but just unable to fully pull him down before he gets into the end zone.
I missed who was the first number that got in there. He kind of got off of his
I want to say
block.
it was Lazchek.
He kind of got off of his. He was on the block and had a blocker on him and was trying to make the tackle at the same time. I thought he might get there, but it would have been a really great tackle if he had made it.
Remmels on to draw within 7. Snap. Loose. He's got to run with it. He's got a lane, throws into the end zone, and he's got a receiver for the 2-point conversion, but a flag comes in. Ineligible man downfield, potentially?
Potentially. That's when that late flag comes in on a pass, that's a lot of times what it is.
And on that field goal, I mean, everybody's blocking forward.
Right. And it could have been somebody that wasn't eligible went out for the pass too. They didn't check in as eligible receiver.
Ineligible receiver downfield. So that'll back them up 5. They can attempt it again. But now looking at about a 17-yard field goal. Or a 20-yard field goal.
And that ball did not get any drier.
No, it did not. So we'll see if they have trouble with the snap here again. Edina. Snap, hold, kick.
Up and good.
Good.
And the extra point.
All right, so they don't have the little 2-point. That would have been huge.
Yeah.
Rangers 21.
So your score will be 21-14, Rangers on top. Hopefully the offense can get out and have one of those long, sustained drives that we've seen the Rangers pull off this year.
Yep.
That would take a ton of time off the clock, put us up by 2 touchdowns, and make Edina have to score twice fast. I say you go back out with the same script you had last time and just run the same plays.
Absolutely.
First half, definitely feeling them out. We know what works now. The last 2 drives have gone for touchdowns.
This is one of those times where an 8-minute touchdown drive
would be huge.
Because you know what? I really don't want to trade touchdowns with Mason West and this offense because they definitely have the ability to score quickly.
Edina's got it all lined up. They give it the boot. This one returnable at the 1. Roney takes it out left side, has some blocks set up across the 20, 25, forced out of bounds at the 26. No flags.
It's a great job there by Roney getting some solid return there where you could easily be stacked up if you get hit early.
First down and 10. Rangers start at the 26-yard line. We need a big drive here that ends with points. Any sort of points. Johnson breaks huddle, 3 receivers to his right side, nobody in the backfield. Jerkovic high to the left. Jerkovic now in motion. Johnson keeps himself up the middle, no gain.
Johnson on the keeper.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
On the stop for the Hornets. 2nd down.
If I'm Forest Lake, I'm taking as much time as I possibly can here.
Yeah, I mean, it is a situation where it is a bit early to be taking all the time in the third quarter.
Johnson with 2 receivers, hands off to Rago up the middle. He's going to gain 1, bring up 3rd down and 9.
Because it gets into a situation where, you know, if you worry about taking too much time, it might take the rhythm out of the offense.
True.
And you know, this team is they do like to line up, and as an offensive lineman, it is so much easier just to, hey, next play we're running the ball. I'm pushing you. I don't have to wait a whole bunch of times. You're in off the ball. It seems like it would be more tiring, but you can get in a lot of easier rhythm against a defensive line than the defensive line can just taking, you know, shots straight up the middle all the time.
Johnson rolls right to pass. Now runs forward, throws, intercepted, going the other way, out of bounds at the 15. Johnson had a receiver, made a risky throw, and the corner just jumped the route. And now Edina will set up inside the red zone.
That was a risky throw, and I would have liked to see Johnson just take the yards that he could have got there. And this puts the Forest Lake Ranger defense in a spot that you don't want to be. Now you just gave up a touchdown. Now you got a short field to tie it, and momentum has shifted.
Minute 23 left in the quarter. The future Black Hawk leads his offense out down to the field. 2 receivers right, running back to his left. Takes the snap, hands off Bjorgard, going right side, has a hole, cuts, spin move across the 5, lunges for the end zone, touchdown Edina. Pending the extra point, we are at a tie game.
Yeah, that was just a great play by Bjorgard there. You know, there's a reason why he's their number one rusher and has over 1,000 yards on the season. He is a game changer.
We'll see if the hold will be any better this time. Snap, kick.
I'm losing everything.
What fell?
I lost my inanimate feline. Oh, there it is.
And you lost your
And
buzzer.
I lost my light. Oh, God. Can you grab that inanimate feline down there? All right. All right, we're going without the light. It's been falling off.
It had its chance.
You know, it gets into the point where a costume is getting past the point of...
Past its prime.
Yeah. You know, it was doing really well at one time, and then, you know what, it just starts falling apart. Takes a beating.
Edina getting the ball set up to kick off. Roney and Savaggio deep to return.
So let's see if Forest Lake here can make up for the mistake.
Roney runs up on it, takes it at the 5 and heads left side. Cuts back, had a hole for a second, closed quickly, taken down at the 21. 22. So now the Rangers offense needs an even bigger possession here. And now it is mandatory leaving with points.
Rangers take over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Johnson lines his offense up, One receiver left, two right. Jerkovic directly behind him. Westman in motion from left to right, takes the snap. We got a false start on Durago.
Can't get behind the sticks right away.
Yeah, this is where the penalties start to shoot you in the foot real bad.
Right, you know, you had the quick momentum changer taken away on that interception there, and a quick touchdown by Edina. This is what Forest Lake does to other teams, and now they got to see if they can bounce back. Ooh,
Jerkovic left side pulled down.
Man, if he could have got free, he had a lot of real estate in front of him.
Yes, he did. It was a gain of 4 on the play, so just about back to the original line of scrimmage.
They're not moving the chains. We got a penalty over here? He's got a flag in his hand.
I don't know. Maybe are they going to call a horse collar on Jerkovic? Holding on us, of course.
That was a long... Now stops the play over here.
Referees still having a meeting.
That was a long meeting for a holding call. And then now they're not quite sure what's going on here.
Well, they're done deliberating. Rangers now sitting at the 7-yard line. And a whole lot of work to do. We are a country mile away from a first down. One receiver left, two receivers right. Jerkovic lined up to the right of Johnson. Sends Westman in motion. Johnson keeps, cuts back. Had a lane, but it closed quickly. No gain on the play. 2nd and 25 upcoming.
Johnson on the keeper. Housekeeping on the stop.
Yeah, he's got to watch those cutback lanes. That was a huge hit that he took there by the line. You know, it's a situation where you look like it's open, but you don't.
Rangers, I think, are going to take the long walk. Rangers will be headed towards the north end zone. Now picking up, not in the Rangers' favor.
You know what time it is. Time to go. Push it in the dark.
All right.
Yeah.
Rangers got.
Yeah. So it's coming from the north and the west now. So it is at our backs as you're looking to us and kind of coming this direction. So if there is a field goal necessary or required later, that will come into play. Standard Forest Lake fishing in the dark here. 21-21. Your Forest Lake Rangers tied and backed up deep in their own territory.
Rangers break huddle with one receiver, a handful of tight ends, a couple of wings, a running back directly behind Johnson out of the pistol. Johnson sends Westman in motion, takes the snap, rolls to throw right side, chased, runs out of the end zone, now tucks, going to try and get what he can. It's only going to be a yard or two. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 23. Johnson dishing out a big hit at the end of that run.
Yeah, I don't know. we've kept the ball out of our running backs' hands for the last 2 plays, and they've been 2 running plays. I'd really like to see it get in the playmakers' hands. If you're backed up this far, you know, you're going to need a great play from either Jerkovich or possibly Westman to get a first down.
3rd and 22, 3 receivers to the left. Johnson, speed option, pitch to Jerkovich. Jerkovich cuts back, pulled down after a minimal gain. 4 yards on the carry, and now it is 4th and very long. And the Rangers send on the punt team.
Jaden's going to need a big boot here to flip this field. That could be a huge shot in the arm to this Ranger defense if you give them a lot of space here.
Anawanga to punt for your Rangers.
Anawanga with his heels on the 3-yard line. Need a good snap. Snap, punt, high punt.
Ooh, does not take a Ranger bounce.
No, it is going to roll back into Ranger field position.
Another
and
flag on the play. Oh no, that was the marker, down marker. Okay.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Edina. Ball on the 38.
Yeah, that was not what we were looking for in order to flip the field there. That bounce was really unfortunate. It bounced at about the 46-yard line and bounced back about 7 yards.
Edina takes the field.
All right, Forest Lake defense is going to need to make a big play here. String a couple of them together.
Three receivers on the field for Edina, 2 right, 1 left, running back directly behind West. West pitches.
Ooh, pitch. It's
the ball on the ground, he's going to dive on it. I think they were looking for West.
Yeah.
On a little trickery that goes backwards, and now Edina backed up.
West and the guy in the orange cleats was wide open. I can't see his number.
2nd down and 17 now for Edina. So the Rangers get a break there.
Jabari Strader was wide open, however. I don't know if that running back can chuck it 20 yards deep.
West drops to throw. Looks left side. He's going to pick up 4 and go out of bounds, bring up 3rd and long.
Durago forces him out. Howie Johnson had the pressure flushing him, and then Durago came up to force him out of bounds. Good job there by Durago. He knows he's got a lot of time. He doesn't just push him towards the sideline, and that guy never misses a tackle.
3rd and 14. Edina with a receiver to the left, 2 to the right. West drops to throw. Quick throw.
Pass.
Incomplete.
That's
4th and 14 coming up.
That's Jabari Strader again.
I feel like this is 4-down territory, but not with 4th and 14.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm Edina here. I think you got to punt it. Just get the field position.
Show that they're going to go for it. Same
Defensive
formation.
line, don't move, but I can't imagine. They're giving him all kinds of room down here on the bottom. Now he moves back to punt. Pooch
West
punt.
gets the punt off.
Checks up.
Takes a Ranger bounce, what little it could. The Rangers will start inside the 10, but avoid a huge shift in this game had Edina gotten points on that drive.
Absolutely.
Back starting to bug you a little bit?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. This posture corrector with a board in it is not helpful for the posture.
We got a game that's all tied up with 9 minutes left. Rangers 1st and 10. You got to drive the length of the field. Johnson out of the pistol, a receiver to either side of him. Westman in motion. Handoff, Jerkovic, big hole, runs through the first tackle. Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, that's a good job just running with authority, taking the lane, offensive line, opened up a solid hole, and take your 5. The thing is the Rangers need to not have those pre-snap penalties, and they were going backwards last drive, and let's see if they can just get some momentum here.
Let's run an 8-minute and 30-second drive and score a winning touchdown with no time left. Johnson out of the eye. Takes the snap, turns around, handoff, Jerkovic met at the line.
That's a great tackle.
Loss of 1.
Jezeriski on the stop. That time for the Hornets.
3rd and 5.
Sawyer Jezeriski. That's a mouthful. Made a great play there. Solid defensive play. And like, this is what we were talking about. Edina is a solid team. They have some playmakers. It is going to be a dogfight, and this game has lived up to its billing.
Johnson with a receiver left, receiver right, and a running back right behind him. Takes the snap, looks to pass, throws right side. He's got a receiver, Rayfield, but he drops it. It would have been a 1st down, and now it's 4th down.
Here.
Oh, now we got Wi-Fi back, so we should stream there for a little bit. Range
down. He knew exactly where the sticks were, and he was just about a yard over the sticks. Fought for it well.
All right. Crunch time now for the boys. 1st and 10. Heavy package in. Johnson under center. Takes the snap, gives to Durago, right side, spinning off of tackles, plunges forward, gain of 5.
Some more of those hard-earned yards by Durago. Man, he is just a tough kid to bring down. Are we just going heavy all the way down? Is that?
I don't know. Johnson under center. Durago in the backfield. Hand off to him again, right side. Good run, good push. 1st down for the Rangers. And pulling him towards the 50.
We have changed from a football game to a rugby game.
Yes, we have.
This is just line up.
Power on power.
And power. And that'll move the chains by Durago, man. That was just hard.
Tackles, fights towards the 1st down. He's going to be 2 yards short.
Minute 10 to go. And we are in what would normally be a range where
Rangers got to go.
Rangers got to go, and they're saving 1 timeout just in case it has to be used for a field goal.
Johnson hands off Durago, 1st down.
Oh, I don't know. They might mark him a little short. Nope, looks like they're moving the chains. .44 seconds asked to be put back on the clock.
Timeout, Rangers, 1 remaining.
I don't know, that's a weird spot. Great spot to take a timeout. You just got the first down. You got to, because you don't want to leave the extra time to have to hurry up and spike it.
No.
You want to definitely have that timeout in your pocket for if you need to kick a field goal to try and tie the game.
I mean, it'd be close to a 50 from here, correct? 40.
Where's the ball at? The 32?
Yeah.
32 would be 39, 49 yards.
He's made one from 45, but that's an awful lot of pressure to put on your kicker at that point.
Right.
I think you got to call the pass play that you went with where Johnson ran for the first down. He had Rayfield wide open down the center. All right, here we go. 44 seconds left in the season.
Savaggio and Durago split out wide.
Johnson with two backs in the backfield. Sends Jurkovic out. Quick pass to Jurkovic. Jurkovic corrals it. Turns upfield, breaks a tackle.
Oh.
Clock still running, 36 seconds.
He needed to get out of bounds there. Really needed to get out of bounds.
Johnson spikes it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 with 26 seconds left. I believe the Rangers have one timeout remaining.
Yeah, they should have one. So that'll move this to about a 45-yard field goal. If they do not gain another yard. Rangers can't take a sack here.
Johnson sends Durago in motion. Pitch back to Westman. Westman attempt a game-time field goal.
Okay. All right, so the season is on the line here. Jaden should be about a 42-yard field goal into the wind.
All right, so we're going to have another coin toss.
Gaff tape, every Halloween costume's friend.
We are waiting to hear what the coin toss results are.
And also, the rain has picked back up.
Yes, it is. Tails is the call. The student section has moved as far over on the bleachers as possible for the max amount of noise. So the ball will be on the 10. You have 4 plays to get in. If they score a touchdown, the Rangers will get the ball and have 4 plays to answer the touchdown. The best way to win in this kind of overtime is to go on defense, stop the offense, and score. Game over.
All right.
Here we go.
Had to get my apparatus in the proper positions.
Edina, 3 receivers to the left. West looks to throw. Rolls out to the right side. West will dive to the 5.
Takes a big hit. Dagerstrom gets a solid tackle.
2nd and 5. 2nd goal from the 5.
So no, why don't you explain to all the listeners how the overtime works?
I did.
Oh, did you?
I just did.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was fixing my apparatus here.
Edina, 3 receivers left. They roll the pass.
Oh!
Christensen applies pressure. West to the corner of the end zone, and he scores touchdown.
Wow.
So Edina comes. Snap, spot, kick. Good. So Edina goes on top, 7 points. The Rangers will now come out on offense and need to score. If we score and tie the game and we go to a second overtime period, we will start on offense, and Edina will have the chance to be on offense last.
If we score and they lined up for 2?
No. Durago kicked his cleat off.
Oh.
So now he's got to come out.